What unfolded there this morning?
What's so interesting about what's happened here this morning at the state capture inquiry, Michelle, is that we've heard that there's going to be a roughly month delay now in the testimony from Barbara Hogan. She's set to speak now on the 12th of November, and thereafter the 13th or the 15th, I think it is set down for Pravin Gordhan. We were expecting to hear from both of them this week, but the inquiry's legal team has applied for this postponement, saying that Hogan has now furnished a subsequent statement to her initial statement. And after Advocate Thandi Norman made this application to Chairperson Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, we heard from Dan Muncher for former President Jacob Zuma, him raising grievances about the fact that he says they only received the subsequent statement from Barbara Hogan on Monday, and that they then replied to the inquiry asking, well, what do we do with the initial statement? Now we have two, which one do we refer to? He raised those grievances. He also starkly raised the question of integrity of this commission and its processes, as well as fairness. And Advocate Thandi Norman, I thought, quite defensive in tone at moments in her response, saying that former President Jacob Zuma has not given and put up his own version of events based on the implication in Hogan's statements. Now it is. But what's so significant is that Muncher said that, at least from the initial statement, Zuma was the only person implicated. And so we now have this month-long delay. Muncher was asking what is the real reason for it. And certainly it seems that before, for example, when Nene issued his statement, it was submitted on a Monday, and yet 2 days later the inquiry was able to proceed with its questioning. So significant that this time, even though we've had the same 2-day difference between filing of the subsequent statement from Hogan and the set-down hearing, that they've now asked for a month. I would read into that that there are concerns over the content, the substance of that statement. I did corner her as she was leaving today, having not testified, and here's exactly what she said when I asked her for her response. Hogan, do you have any comment on the delays? How are you feeling? Are you happy to come back in a month?
That's I think it's absolutely correct.
Do you?
That the people implicated have an opportunity to respond.
And is it correct that it's more than just the president? The council mentioned several people.
You'll find out.
Thank you.
I suppose we'll all have to wait for the rest of what Barbara Hogan has to say when she does take to the stand. The 12th of November, that's when she'll be at the state capture inquiry. The former Public Enterprises Minister and Pravin Gordhan on the 15th of November. Of course, he occupies that portfolio at the moment.